Alrighty, let's get started with our 2024, my 2024 Copa America predictions. Starting tomorrow on Thursday, we have Argentina and Canada. I expect Argentina to handle Canada, even though there's a lot of nice quality on this Canadian side. They can be sneaky, so it should be a fun game. Looking forward to that. Chile, Peru. I'm gonna give the edge here to Chile. Seems like even though their current set of players they're getting older, they're aging, they're still performing pretty well. So now it's time to show up for the national team once again. 2-1 to Chile against Peru. Chile and Argentina. Now here's where they're going to struggle. It's going to be an easy 3-1, maybe 3-0 by Argentina. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Peru and Canada. Now this is where Canada has to take advantage of just relatively weaker Peru side. I expect Peru to fight, but I think Canada can pull a result here to give them a chance at qualification. Next, we have Argentina and Peru. I think Argentina will look to coast this game, and they'll still defeat Peru. So 2-0 to Argentina. And finally, we'll have Canada and Chile, a decisive match. Whoever wins goes through. And I do like to give the edge to Common Bowl teams when it comes to Copa America. They're just used to facing that competition. I just think also Canada has something to prove. You know, they got really unlucky back in 2022 against Belgium in the World Cup. They should have won that game, and it kind of just set the tone for the rest of the tournament. So I expect Canada to get the result. Let's go 2-1. No draws. We got Mexico and Jamaica up next. So these sides should be a little familiar with each other. Jamaica's missing some key players that can make a difference in this game. So, I mean, that just gives the advantage to Mexico. We'll go 2-0 to Mexico. Ecuador and Venezuela. Ecuador, they're coming in pretty hot. They have a nice team. Got guys like Moises Cancedo, but they'll be missing Estupinian at the left back position. And Venezuela, this is the best Venezuelan side ever. So I'm really excited to see what they can do in a stage like Copa America. But I just got to give the edge to Ecuador here, 2-1. Venezuela and Mexico is probably my favorite match of this group. Mexico, it just hasn't looked the best for them. Meanwhile, things are looking good for Venezuela. They'll have the home crowd on their side, so I think this will be a good game, a 2-2 result. I think Venezuela could probably shock Mexico, but I think Mexico just feeling like they're playing at home, essentially, it should give them enough vigor to not lose this game. Ecuador and Jamaica. I see Ecuador taking this one 3-0. It's a good Ecuador side, so it seems like they're probably going to top this group. So our last games for this group, Ecuador and Mexico. We're going to go 2-1 to Ecuador. And then Venezuela and Jamaica. We'll go 3-1 Venezuela. Looking forward to see this game over here in Austin. So it seems like we'll have Ecuador and Venezuela moving through. Argentina and Canada. Now let's go to USA, Bolivia. Expect USA to get the result. A lot of nice quality on this USA team. There's just always questions of whether they can make it work or what Greg Berhalter wants to do next. So the USA should pull this result against just a weaker Bolivia side. We'll see what they can do, though. It should be a good one. Uruguay and Paraguay, or Panama. So, yes, Uruguay are just red hot. We're going to give them the 4-0. Panama and USA. Yes, I could see probably a draw here with Panama and USA, um, given the history between these two sides. But USA should pull through with this result also. Uruguay and Bolivia. Once again, not much of a chance here for Bolivia, I think. So 3-0. We'll see what they can do once again. USA and Uruguay, I think they'll look, since both teams are pretty much set for qualification, I think there might be a draw, or I could see the Uruguay victory over the United States, but I don't think these two teams will want to kill each other during this game, even though it'll be a nice battle. And Bolivia and Panama, this is all for pride, and we're taking the CONMEBOL side in Bolivia. Brazil and Costa Rica. Costa Rica are known to be tough. I don't know if Keylor Navas is playing, but they've given teams trouble in the past, so they could be a sneaky team against the Brazil side, who just might be lacking the usual buzz and joga bonito that Brazil people expect from Brazil. So we're just gonna give them the 1-0 results. I wish I could. They'll probably get 2 actually, so we'll just give them 2. Colombia and Paraguay. This will be a battle. Colombia is probably the hottest team in the world right now, with just like 22 unbeaten match streaks. So it's nice to see that. They're going to be exciting to watch, but they have to come up against Paraguay, who they're going to fight. This is 2 CONMEBOL teams going at each other. So, but I do think Colombia is just going to have a bit just more luck on their side. Paraguay and Brazil. We're going to go 2-1 Brazil. Colombia and Costa Rica. Yes, we're just looking at a 2-0 victory here for Colombia. Brazil and Colombia, probably one of the best matches of the tournament so far, in terms of star power and just the team calibers. So we're just gonna give the edge here to Colombia. I think it seems like this team wants to make some noise. They'll have that extra drive as opposed to the Brazilians, who they're gonna show up. They're gonna try to do what they want to do, but not everything's gonna work for them. So they'll be taking that second spot. Finally, Costa Rica, Paraguay. We'll just say 1-1 here. It could be probably fun, 2-2, but we'll just stay with the 1-1 result. It's rather irrelevant. So now our groups are set up. So Argentina and Canada going through, Ecuador and Venezuela, sorry Mexico, Uruguay and USA, and Colombia and Paraguay. So it's shaping up to be a nice quarterfinal here with Argentina and Venezuela in Houston. Can't wait to watch that. And of course, Argentina is going to get this result. It's probably going to be like a 3-0 if they play Venezuela. Hopefully Venezuela can put up a better fight. We'll see. Ecuador and Canada should be another fun one. I expect Ecuador to come out on top, even though, just Canada are very exciting. So hopefully they can make some noise and have another shot at Argentina. But I think Ecuador is taking this one. Uruguay and Brazil. Wow. This side of the bracket, if it ends up going this way, is just loaded. Once again, Uruguay's red hot. Brazil is going to try to, just keep a lot of the ball and really try to be decisive when they can. But yeah, it just feels like they're just missing that extra zap that you like to see from Brazilian sides. So I have to give this to Uruguay. Might go to shootouts. We'll see. We'll just give it to Uruguay just to make it fun. 2-1. And Colombia, USA, once again, after the 5-1 battering Colombia put on the USA, uh, uh, you know, I want to say that's an outlier game. I think USA will perform better in this game, but I don't think it'll be enough to match Colombia. Uh, they could. They're at home, but Colombia's shown that they're trying to win this thing. I almost want to say 2-2 penalties because I just love this USA team. I'm excited to see them play. Um, but yeah, we'll just give them 2-1 this time. It might be even 2-0. So that brings us to our semifinalist, all Common Bowl. I do like to see that just because these Common Bowl teams just end up just beating normally any of the guests or CONCACAF teams that end up being invited to this tournament. It's a little different that it's here in the U.S., so that might change some things. But we'll see. I think this is a solid expectation of what could take place, Brazil aside. But yeah, I just do think that it's Brazil is just on the down right now, so and the pressure is on them too. So that's just gonna add to the nerves for this Brazilian team. Argentina, Ecuador. I think Argentina will take this one. I think they'll take care of business. I mean, it feels like they have like a bit of a France effect where they can really just look to coast just through some of these games and they're just going to find the result. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Nobody wants to play Argentina. And Colombia, Uruguay. It's going to be a heck of a game, and I don't know which side to pick. So we'll do the PKs, and man, the question is, who do I want to see play, right? Yeah, it's just so close to call. We're going to give the edge to Colombia. I think they'll pull it off in the penalties, and they'll bring us with the Argentina-Colombia final, and Argentina will take care of business here. They won't lose, and they'll be champions once again. Third place game, Ecuador, Uruguay. We'll probably see high-scoring matches in the third place game. So those are my predictions, all wrapped up. Argentina is champion once again. Lionel Messi, Golden Ball. Lautaro with the Golden Boot. Should be a lot of fun. Can't wait to see Argentina and Messi and the gang kick it off tomorrow